Why do some people seem to thrive effortlessly, while others stay stuck no matter how hard they try? Could it be that success isn't just about talent, but about the people around you? Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever felt like you're giving your best, but somehow still falling short, this video might reveal the missing piece. We're diving into one of life's most powerful truths. You become the average of the people you spend the most time with. In this episode, you'll discover how your relationships quietly shape your mindset, your energy, and even your destiny. And more importantly, learn how to consciously choose the kind of energy you allow into your life. Whether you're trying to level up your career, escape negativity, or just live more peacefully, this conversation is your wake-up call. Well, let's begin. Let me start with a moment that changed my life. A few years ago, I was stuck, untied, motivated. Every idea felt like a dead end. Every plan turned into procrastination. But then, I spent a weekend with an old college friend who had built an incredible career in life. Not because he was smarter or luckier, but because his circle was different. Over dinner, I listened to his friends talk, and not about people, not about complaints, but about ideas, creativity, gratitude, growth. They were focused, inspired, kind, disciplined. And in just 2 days with them, something shifted inside me. Started dreaming again, believing again. It hit me, it wasn't just what they said, it was who they were. That's when I realized your environment either lifts us or limits us, and often, it starts with people. Let's break down the invisible influence your circle has on you. Psychologists call it social contagion. Meaning, emotions, habits, beliefs, they spread. If your closest friends eat poorly, complain constantly, or avoid responsibility, likely start doing the same, even without realizing it. But if your friends prioritize health, pursue meaning, support one another, and take ownership of their lives, are more likely to rise with them. We are wired to mirror what we are exposed to. A study from Harvard found that if a close friend becomes obese, your chance of becoming obese rises by 57. Not because you made a conscious choice, but because behavior spreads. It's the same with mindset. If you constantly hear it's too hard, why bother, or nothing ever changes, your brain starts programming failure before you even try. But when you hear let's find a way, or what's the next step, or you've got this, you begin to believe in yourself again. Think of your energy like a glass of clean water. Every interaction either adds clarity or contamination. Positive people don't mean perfect or always happy. They mean those who take responsibility for their life, who show up with kindness, who see challenges as opportunities, who lift others instead of dragging them down. Let's talk about 3 subtle types of people that silently drain you, and the kind of people who refill your soul. First, there's the victim. This person is always the victim of circumstances. Nothing is their fault. They blame the economy, their past, their parents, the system. Being around them makes you start feeling helpless. And there's the critic. They find flaws in everything. They shoot down ideas before they're finished. They think realism is pessimism. After a while, you start second-guessing your dreams. And lastly, the gossiper. They bond through negativity. Their currency is secrets and criticism. If you're not careful, you'll become what you hear, and lose your own integrity. I contrast that with the doer. They take action, even when afraid. The encourager. They see the best in people, even when others don't. The seeker. They ask deep questions. They grow, evolve. You don't need dozens of such people. Even one can shift your trajectory. Let me tell you about Wayland, a young woman who left her corporate job to pursue art. She was terrified. Everyone around her said it was foolish, except one friend, her childhood neighbor, who said, "You'll never forgive yourself if you don't try." That friend introduced her to a creative community. In that group, failure wasn't shameful, it was respected. Risks were normal. Action was the baseline. Within a year, Willen had our first exhibit. He wasn't rich, but he was alive. He told me later, I didn't need the whole world to believe in me. I just needed a few people who refused to let me give up. That's the power of positive energy. It doesn't push, it pulls you forward. Here's the hard truth. Sometimes, to grow you have to outgrow people. Not everyone from your past can go with you into your future. You may love them, but if every conversation leaves you tired, if every encounter lowers your frequency, if every message is full of guilt or drama or judgment, you need to set boundaries. This doesn't mean cutting people off with cruelty. It means choosing yourself with life. Someone's presence costs you your peace. It's too expensive. Letting go isn't betrayal. Sometimes, it's a silent prayer. I hope you grow, but I can shrink to keep you. What if your circle is mostly negative? What if your family, coworkers, or longtime friends drain you? Here's what you do. Eat the light first. Model the mindset you wish to see. Some will rise with you. Create intentional spaces. Join new communities, online or offline, that reflect your values. Eat your mind. Podcasts, books, videos, they become your silent minders. Schedule time with uplifters. Even 1 hour a week with someone positive can recalibrate your whole spirit. Celebrate quietly. When you start changing, you'll be tempted to prove yourself. And just evolve. Let your results speak. Your environment is the soil. You are the seed. No matter how gifted a seed is, it cannot grow in toxic soil. Protect your space, nourish your roots, and choose to bloom where light lives. Your future is shaped not just by your effort, but by your atmosphere. Surround yourself with those who remind you of who you're becoming, not who you used to be. I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a shift in your life after changing your circle? Have you noticed how your energy changes depending on who you spend time with? Maybe you've had to walk away from draining relationships. Maybe you're still gathering the courage to do so. Or maybe you've found your tribe, the ones who water your soul and help you grow. Share your journey in the comments. Your story might be the inspiration someone else needs today. This message touched your heart. Support the channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing with a friend who needs this reminder. Together, let's build a community of light, where positivity isn't fake, but fearless. Thank you for watching this video.